lock and load. Allen Pounds. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. We are live on a Wednesday night. Super Bowl is in the books. No more football. So from now on, it's going to be a lot of basketball and whatever else is going on in the sports world. But I do want to recap the Super Bowl and talk a little bit of NBA and see what y'all thought about the whole Super Bowl and everything. Thank you for Tay Huntley checking in. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you checking in on YouTube. Straight Primo on YouTube. Thank you for checking in. I want to recap the Super Bowl. I want to know your thoughts. The halftime show, the game, all of it. What you ate, where you went to, all of that stuff. But the game itself, it was a mismatch. It was a mismatch in epic proportions. New England looked like they had no business being on the field with Seattle. Drake May looked like the rookie. Like he a deer with in the headlights. He could not do anything. It was stuff that was coming at him that he should have been able to recognize and make adjustments. But I think I said this on a previous show. I trusted Sam Darnold more than I trusted Drake May. Drake May have not played high competition, both offense and defense. He played a lot of good defenses in the playoffs, but the offenses was not the same. And so it looked like, this team was a overall great team, but the schedule was weak during the regular season, and in the playoffs they played some very flawed teams. So it showed in the Super Bowl. And I said on the last show, the only thing they really had to do though is play their best game for one time. It's not like basketball where it's a series. It's one game. You show up for one game with your best performance, you win the Super Bowl. But Drake May did not show up with his best performance. Thank my guy Brian for checking in, and it was an epic. It was. New England didn't look like they deserved to be on the same field as Seattle Seahawks. Brian, thank you for checking in, brother. We go on Super Bowl recap. Recap of the Super Bowl. New England got dominated by Seattle. Offense, defense, special teams, whatever you want to call it. It was pure domination by Seattle, and Drake May looked like he was a rookie all over again. What did you get out of this game? What did you see?
I just saw two great defenses and some subpar quarterback play at times, but
Absolutely.
it was a definition of the game is won in the trenches. We saw a superior defensive line go against an inferior offensive line, and the one with the best line came out victorious. So I like that. I like seeing Sam Darnold like what's the word I'm looking for? Just a good storybook ending for a guy who had a up and down start to his career. Quieted some of the doubters. He also showed quarterbacks a la Caleb Williams, get the ball into your playmakers' hands and let them, live to fight another day, manage the game. And he came out victorious. Take your points when you in field goal range.
Yeah.
But it was kind of boring. I think those defensive type of games can tend to get a little hard to watch, especially in this era of football.
And the thing is it was like the quarterbacks, all they had to do was not lose the game. That's all they had to do. The defense was balling out. But you seen one quarterback make more mistakes than the other. If we look at the numbers, Sam Darnold, 19 for 38, 202 yards, 1 touchdown. Not over the top numbers. That's why he didn't win MVP. Walker won MVP. Drake May made the crucial mistakes that cost his team the game. Now, I would say this. Seattle offense made a few more plays than New England's did. But at the beginning of the game, it seemed like both quarterbacks, hey, if you don't make the mistake, both teams are going to be in it, and let's see who makes a play at the end. But Drake May made the mistakes. He made the interception, the fumble, you can't have that in a Super Bowl when you got two good defenses. I do want to talk about something that you mentioned, though. Sam Darnold's story. We know last year he was in Minnesota. They went 14-3. And I know Minnesota got to be looking stupid right now because they said, oh, we got J.J. McCarthy. We good. We're going to roll with the young pup, and we're going to let Sam Darnold go. I'm always opposed to, if I'm winning 14 games, I'm going to bring you back. I can draft a rookie, but you see what Jordan Love did in Green Bay. He sat for 3 years before he got the opportunity because they felt like they had a good quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. Why would Minnesota do the same thing? They got to look stupid right now.
I think these guys get to thinking about that dollar amount, and it becomes more of a profit margin instead of a win-loss margin. You know what I mean? And also, maybe they kind of thought, hey, it's the system and the weapons. If we can do this with Sam Darnold, then we got to be able to do it with J.J. McCarthy. But they probably, like you say in hindsight, give him the money and allow J.J. McCarthy to develop under his tutelage. You know what I mean? But, in this day of NFL, they try to maximize that rookie quarterback contract, get him on the field, and spend money elsewhere. So,
Absolutely. And also, these coordinators be thinking, like you say, like they can do it's my system, it's not the player. I can plug anybody in this system and make it do what it do. Mike, thanks for checking in, brother. We just recapping the Super Bowl, man. It was kind of a snooze fest, but Seattle dominated New England. But how did you see that game go? What did you see out of that game?
Yeah, that was a bad performance by New England. It looked like they wasn't prepared. They wasn't ready for Seattle's tenacity, their speed. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they didn't even send no help over there to Will Campbell.
Man.
They didn't get that man no help once they see. I mean, it was problems on both sides, but I mean, they still kept running the empty set like they didn't need nobody to pick up the pressure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, you're not gonna beat them like that. So then he was inaccurate, so that didn't help. So even when he had a clean pocket, I don't know if he was nervous or hearing footsteps or what. But yeah, that was a bad performance. We done had 2 Super Bowls 2 years in a row. That was fairly bad. High anticipation, on both ends, but it seemed like the Eagles and the Seahawks prevailed dominantly in those games.
They did say he had a shoulder injury. But he practiced, he was good. He had a shoulder injury, and they had 2 rookies on that left side. We seen multiple blitz packages, and I'm just gonna play some of the highlights as we talk about it. And they had rookies on both sides, and the blitzes was coming, and they refused to make adjustments. They was sending so many blitz packages, and they was getting home with 4 at the same time. Here's the fumble right here. That was just 4 down linemen getting to the quarterback. And so Will Campbell, I think they say he allowed like 14 pressures. Like, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad all over. Sam Darnold. Mike, I was talking to Brian about this. Sam Darnold, we know he was in Minnesota last year, 14-3. And then they shipped him away, said we're going to roll with J.J. McCarthy. They got to feel stupid right now. I never liked the move. I was happy from a personal standpoint regarding my Bears. I was like, okay, cool. We ain't got to worry about Sam Darnold, But organizationally, they got to feel dumb. And now his story is he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback after basically they just shipping him out the door.
Yeah, man. I just think they want to cut ties with him after the season. They lost bad to the Rams. Saying one of the final games of the season. Then they lost bad. I want to say, did they lose bad to the Rams twice? It was somebody that they lost bad to, like back-to-back weeks, and he just he never could gather, himself after that. Get to the playoff. Then they was 14 wins and had to go on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But I felt like Seattle was a more well-rounded team than Minnesota was. Especially defensively and special teams wise. So I think he had a better situation, in Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And as we watching these highlights, go ahead, Bree.
You know who else got to be feeling kind of stupid is that DK Metcalf getting himself up out of there, and they win the Super Bowl a year without you.
Yeah,
That's pretty
Right. That's
crazy,
wild.
man.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
like the
Nobody.
Tyreek Hill effect. Hey, we leave Tyreek leave and think it's gonna be sweet on the other side. Chiefs win
Yep.
2 Super Bowls after that. So
Sheesh.
absolutely.
yeah, it's
Couple of comments. Said I love the Super Bowl. Ashton Nazuski said I love the Super Bowl. Halftime was solid. We're gonna get to the halftime in a minute. And Darnold redeemed himself. Hey, he redeemed himself, but let's talk about it. Like, did he really have a great performance? He managed the game exactly the way he did what he needed to do. He didn't have an outstanding performance, but he managed the game. He didn't lose it for Seattle. He didn't make the crucial mistakes that hurt Seattle. He did his job, but it wasn't over the top for Sam Darnold. But I respect what he did. He did a good job managing the team, and he didn't screw it up.
And I felt like New England, they dropped the ball too defensively. I thought it was going to be a defensive. I mean, it was a defensive struggle, but I mean, Kenneth Walker got yards when I felt like New England could have stood up in those spots, but shoot, he kept turning them out, and they wasn't getting the proper pressure on Darnold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That they were doing in the previous couple of weeks. So I got to give a lot of credit. I mean, a lot of blame to that defense too.
Drake May.
Once Seattle went up like 19-0, I said, "Yeah,
that's it.
It's over."
Yeah. Now with that defense, and to me, Drake May looked like he was a rookie all over again. It seemed like it's a Super Bowl. This defense coming after me. I don't know what to do. My left tackle, and I think it was some pressures he should have been able to recognize, but we got to remember it's only his second year. How did he look to you, Brian? Like looking at Drake May's performance, besides the pressure, but just him as a quarterback being able to diagnose what's going on out there.
Yeah, he looked shaky to me, man. I mean, he just looked shaky. He looked nervous. He wasn't ready. The moment might have been a little too big for him.
Yeah.
And I think he should have been able to use his legs. They're comparing to Josh Allen a lot. I think he should have eluded some of that pressure. Got a little mobile, extended some of those plays, and maybe he could have made a little more happen. But he definitely looked overwhelmed and underprepared.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point, man, because I listen to radio station, Seattle made a conscious effort. They said they was not going to put a spy on them. If you want to run up and down the field on us, then so be it. But they're not going to account for one of their players to spy on him. And it's up to the quarterback to make the necessary adjustments. Like, if I got to use whatever you need to do by any means necessary, let's go win this ball game. If I got to use my legs, I got to do it. And he didn't do that. Mike, what did you see out of Drake May?
Yeah, I just seen the unprepared quarterback, man. Once that pressure got to him, I'm talking about from the start. I think they went 3 and out. the beginning of the game. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be a nice little game. Then I seen on the other side, I seen Minnesota, Seattle. Kind of, move the ball a little bit. But yeah, Drake May, he didn't look good. Then when he did have a pocket, like I said earlier, he did have a pocket or had a clean, look down the field. The ball was overthrown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then they could never sustain drive. They couldn't even get, 37s and, 35s to keep drives going. Like, those are momentum killers. Like they punted 4 or 5 times in the first half.
Yeah.
That was ugly, man. So I just felt like I think once Seattle, could see they could get there. The Seattle is not even a blitz heavy team. I think they probably blitzed more in the Super Bowl than they did all season.
That's what it looks like.
Hey, my OG used to say, hey, you got him down, keep him down.
Yeah.
Hey, got a brother in trouble, keep him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's a term, playing dominoes. OGs be like, oh, I got him in trouble. I'm gonna keep him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't let up on him. And Seattle, hey, they smelled blood in the water. They kept sending the shark. They just kept sending.
Absolutely. And then I look at it again, man. They had no running game. New England even have no running game. So you have no running game. You get pressure put on you. They shut down the running game. Now they earn the right to rush the passer. They getting home with 4. They getting home with blitzes. It was just a complete obliteration of the New England Patriots, and New England just looked like, it was correct about us. We didn't play nobody, and in the moment we did play somebody, offense and defense, we ain't had nothing for it.
Yeah. And then when they had, manageable third and short, second and short, Seattle was on top of it, dog.
Hmm.
They didn't let them get nothing short, long.
Yeah,
It was just bad. It was, I mean, them boys looked like they did in what was that, 2014
The
when they
leaves and
when
the
they beat
boom
the,
out there.
oh man, when they was all on Peyton Manning. Oh my God, that was ugly. What was it, 40? Was it 42-8 or
it
good
was bad.
Lord? Yeah, that was bad. So I mean, history almost repeated itself on that one.
Mm.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Let's get to the halftime show, man. A lot of conversation about the halftime show. Bad Bunny. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. Um, I me personally, I didn't understand anything. So I mean I watched it, but I didn't have the energy to try to decipher what was going on. Um I watched it, but I can't tell you what it meant or what was going on. But for people who didn't see it, here you go. I'm not gonna play the actual music, but just some of the visuals that was going on from that halftime show. They said he was trying to make a statement, you know, and I read some of the stuff in English. You know, if you translate it to English, some of the stuff he was saying, he was trying to make a statement about like bringing people together and things of that nature. What did y'all think about the halftime show? Did you watch it? Did you like it? Was it a good performance? Did you not pay attention to it? Mike, I'll come to you first. Halftime, what did you do?
Uh, yeah, we definitely watched it. Obviously I didn't understand it. I'm not a speaker of Spanish, you know what I'm saying, or Latin, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what was going on. I think the subtitles was even in Spanish.
Yeah,
So I mean, I just looked at it like, hey, they got him out there. He's definitely doing, like right here. I mean, that's a big performance. Whatever's going on, it's something major going on. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Uh, I want to say the Latino community, they enjoyed it. When they put the camera on the fans or whatever, and then the people that were actually helping him do the performance, I mean, they signed up for it. So I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was a bad deal. Now the message that was sent out, you get mixed reviews
yeah,
on social media and stuff like that. But I mean, hey, if he wants to shed the light, I mean, I feel like these last couple of Super Bowl halftime shows been, shedding light on, injustices in America and the treatment of people of color.
yeah,
So
yeah. As we seen, it was a ring there. Somebody actually, I thought the marriage, the whole marriage thing was probably wasn't real, but come to find out, that couple actually did get married at the halftime of the Super Bowl. That's a
yeah, I
story.
thought it was real. I said, man, that got married for real.
Yeah, they said. I guess he messaged Bad Bunny. I guess told him what was going on, and Bad Bunny responded back. So he threw a shot out there and it landed. Brian, what did you think about the performance? Um, the marriage, everything.
I mean, visually it was dope. I didn't understand it. The music, I really didn't know any of the songs, anything like that. But I think for the culture, for his culture, I think that was amazing. I don't recall ever seeing his Latin performer do it, and exclusively in Spanish. And I visited a few Latin American countries, since I've been traveling a little more. So he
Yeah,
did kind of capture the essence of these countries from just some of the things the visuals he had in there. I thought it was dope. I wish the subtitles maybe would have been in English, or maybe they would have
yeah,
had a translator or something. But I guess if you in Latin America and you watching the Super Bowl and Kendrick Lamar go up there, you don't know what he's saying either.
that's
So I
true.
mean,
That's true.
but I do think it was dope. I don't know if they can continue to go with this type of music, but I just think it was good. It was entertaining, and if I was Hispanic or of Latin descent, I probably would have been losing my mind in here. So to see that was big for a kid from a third world country, let's just say, to make it to this stage,
Yeah,
that just lets you know anything is possible in this country for real. You know what I mean? So I think the message was dope. But they better they need to come with it hard next year. We might need a collective of entertainers to go up there and rock the show instead of just maybe one guy or one woman. You know what I mean?
Well, they did
Speak.
that the last time they was in LA. They had a collection up there. They had 50 Cent, Mary
Oh
J.
yeah,
Blige,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Dre.
Eminem, Snoop
yeah,
Dogg.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Getting
Dr. Dre. So then it's back in LA next year. So I know they gonna do it crazy in LA.
mm,
Yeah. Speaking of the subtitles, I would have liked that too. And I know you talked about, when Kendrick goes up there, wasn't subtitles for them. But this is an American game.
yes,
I
sir.
think we deserve for the subtitles to at least be in English where we can see if we want to pay attention to what's being said. I think we should have that. And I think it should
But
be, I
like,
don't know if, go ahead, Mike.
no. I was just gonna say, man, I just think it was just a marketing ploy for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just good business. You know what I'm saying? This is their biggest game of the year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we get black, white, people follow the sport. But,
Yeah.
To tap into, the Latin American people or,
Yeah.
just the Latin people and Spanish people across the world that's watching the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably wouldn't tune in and be checking it out, but it's like Bad Bunny's a global icon. So we're
So,
gonna have him at our halftime show to put more people eyes on our game. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what feel like they message was sent on the performance, but shoot, man, look how many probably Latin people gonna be watching the Super Bowl now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I want to say it's not that many you know Latin or Spanish players in the league itself.
Yeah.
nah.
And
Uh,
they in California, it's predominantly Hispanic state. They in what was they in Santa Clara,
yeah. Yeah.
California. You know, what I'm saying? Like yeah, I mean
Would you
they
would you call it overall a success? I think this is the first time them doing this. I don't think they really had someone speaking in a different language before. I think it's the first time if I'm not mistaken.
yeah
Would you
I
call
I would call it a success. Yeah, I would call it a success as far as business wise.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not tap into the numbers, but I guarantee you I guarantee they didn't have like a drop. They might not have had a drop off of the halftime viewing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you go and look at those numbers probably went up, skyrocketed in Central America, South America. You know what I'm saying? This guy's known globally, so
Yeah.
they probably had maybe more people watching this year than they did last year. I don't know the numbers of that. That might be something we could look into, but
Yeah.
I think the NFL probably definitely made a success on that.
Brian,
That's my opinion.
yeah. I'm with you. Brian, what you think? Was it a success overall? Bad Bunny, different language?
Oh yeah, I think it was overall success. He did his thing. You know what I mean? I think it was overall success. And like Mike say, for the goal, what they were trying to accomplish, maybe tap into that Latin American market or that Latin market. They've
Yeah.
been trying to spread the NFL across the world for a while now. So, maybe this might be we might get some games in Mexico City or Puerto Rico coming up now. You know what I mean? So,
Oh
I think
yeah,
it was a success.
they going to Australia for the first time this year. It's already the matchup's already set. It's
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm,
Rams in San Francisco
Yeah.
okay.
from Melbourne, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
hmm
All right. So
So
that was a
they
halftime
done been to
show.
Mexico City a few times. They done played down there. Kansas City played down there. I think against the Chargers or the Raiders a few years back.
Okay.
So,
That's the halftime show. How did y'all feel about the commercials? I really didn't pay attention to the commercials that
Oh
much
my
this
god.
year. How did y'all like the commercials?
Man,
yeah, no,
they was so bad that I don't even know what they was. Like, if they were good, they're gonna stick in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I remember this. I remember that. Man, we watching it like, man, what is this? Then was
Yeah.
just totally tuned out, turned off.
Yeah.
yeah. Not one caught my eye. Not
Not
one,
one.
not one, bro. Like I almost forgot that was a thing. Watching this,
Yeah.
like it
Yeah.
was like at the end.
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
yeah.
what happened to the
It
commercials?
What
seemed
happened
like
to
a
the
regular
commercials?
commercial.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like man, where's the Clydesdales at, man? Where's the crazy Dorito commercials at? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. It used to be like the Budweiser commercials, the
Yeah.
frogs, all types of stuff. Nothing. It looked like regular commercials. Like I'm watching just regular TV. It was nothing. I guess they didn't invest in in their companies this year. They ain't invest in the companies. They didn't invest in the material. Nothing.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe a lot of the companies might have been, maybe I'm gonna say discouraged, or maybe like boycotting the halftime show or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they didn't feel like Bad Bunny was a good. I'm just throwing it out there because
Yeah.
the what they call it, the journalism or whatever, the ideas, it was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these reporters nowadays, these younger people, and they not coming with any substance. You know what I'm saying? Like the journalism these days is terrible. It's trash. Like, so maybe that's just I don't know, man. That's it. I didn't like the commercials.
Not the most exciting game. Halftime show, shaky because we didn't know the language, and then the commercials bad. Seems like an overall bad Super Bowl, if I gotta say it. It seemed like an overall bad Super Bowl.
And a few people that I know that went out there, my cousin was out there. She was like, as far as the the city, what I'm saying, San Francisco is a beautiful city, Golden Gate Bridge, what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. But the overall, she was just like, it really wasn't. I don't know. Maybe they got to go back and reevaluate their hosts. You know what I'm saying, and see what they need to do better. You know what I'm saying. Now, as far as San Francisco, riding the trolleys and doing stuff of San Francisco, that was cool. But like leading up to the Super Bowl, going to the Super Bowl, she was like it didn't capture like other cities have done in the past.
So let me ask y'all a question too though about the halftime show though. Like, where do you think they can go now? Like, I mean, we've had the rap. I mean, there's not a lot of like living legends around like Stevie Wonder maybe. Like, there's no more Prince, no more Michael Jackson. Beyonce done did it like 2 times. Like, where do you go from here? Like,
everybody's been talking about Chris Brown. He made IG post said safe to say that they need me. He said that, so that's what everybody's.
Oh yeah, that'll blow the doors off. That'll blow the doors off.
They gonna have to extend the halftime show for him. Let him just rock out,
just let him cook.
You let him cook. When he done, he done.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, I feel like Jay-Z, and his crew, and you gonna be out west, LA. Hey man, they not playing with y'all out there. So
hey,
don't come faking it, LA. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You mentioned the name Jay-Z. I know he kind of old, long in the tooth, but that's our era. Like I know if it's somehow the Super Bowl can come to New York, to have Jay-Z do the Super Bowl, that would be great. That would be great.
He might not even do Chris Brown though, because remember Rihanna was his artist, and Chris Brown and Rihanna had that thing.
Yeah,
that might not never happen.
Yeah.
It I don't know whoever it is. I think it'll be somebody from the West Coast, or somebody. I think it'll be somebody from out there. Even if they try to put somebody on, you know what I'm saying, like maybe up and coming artist or something like that. Or they could run it back with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, and they could do it all. They could do a West Coast thing, like you said. Multiple people out there. That'd be nice.
And then Snoop can do his own set if he needs to.
Oh yeah,
Snoop can do his own set.
Oh yeah.
I think if an artist,
the Snoop would do it big.
For sure.
They did it big last time. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, that was a good halftime show.
He just snapped it. Whatever he just did, like I don't know where it was at. It was like a country western type of thing he had going on.
Man, Snoop got his hand in everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. He all over the place.
All over the place.
When I started seeing it with Martha Stewart, I said, "Oh yeah, he all over the place."
That was 10, 15 years ago when you started that.
Yeah. So he could do his own set. I think whoever, like if an artist have a year like Kendrick had that 1 year, then they're gonna have to put him on. Like it was so big with Kendrick, he had such a bigger year. They had to put him on. All right.
So who's having a big year now, or well, the Super Bowl's is next, around this time next year. So, it could be a lot of artists or something that come up, you know what I'm saying, from now until then. But, I was asking, who do y'all think,
I don't think nobody's
let's just take a stab at it.
I don't think nobody is having that big of a year like Kendrick had, where we got to put them on. Like nobody's having that big of a year.
So it ain't gonna be nobody like Glorilla, Sexy Red, and that, right?
They would never.
Now, Glorilla might have a shot, but nah. I think you gotta have a bigger catalog. You gotta really have a established track record to go up there. They not breaking artists up there. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be dope if they did.
Now you got to have a storyline, so you got to have something to, for them to bring out and, have, and, so you definitely got to have
is there a chance? Is there a chance Drake can still do it? I know he didn't took a hit, with the whole Kendrick thing, but before that, he was huge.
Yeah,
globally huge. Breaking records.
If he do something like what Mike say and get, have some good momentum next year, he should. I mean, he got the hits to go up there and make anything happen. So I could,
and that'll be wild. That'll be wild.
Yeah. I want to switch gears a little bit, man. Talk a little NBA. I know I didn't get a chance to actually give y'all the preview or whatever, but it was a fight. It was a fight, and I want to talk about this, man, because when I seen it, bro, I just started laughing because this dude, Isaiah Stewart, is always looking for a fight. Now, we know in basketball, when it's a fight, you do not come off the bench.
Off the bench, right.
This dude came off the bench. I know he know the rules. And he was looking
how many games does he get now?
Oh, he got 7. He got 7 games. So this is the play. For everybody don't see it, this is Detroit and the Hornets. And
two hot teams right now.
Yeah. So there's a foul. They go head to head. Duran mushed them, and then dude goes crazy. Now, okay, that's cool. But all of a sudden, Isaiah Stewart comes off the bench and just start. So it escalates, it moves. They trying to calm it down. And then all of a sudden, Isaiah Stewart comes off the bench and he just basically go crazy. I think he gonna come in the picture now. There you go. He ran up, I believe on Miles Bridges and just escalated the situation. And when I seen it, the first thing I did was just laugh, man, because I was like, oh, he's at it again. Every time, bro, he's looking for a fight. I don't know. See, that's him. He wasn't even the initial person involved in the scuffle, but then he ended up becoming the main guy, and they had to hold him back. They gave him 7 games because you ain't supposed to come off the bench. But this dude he got more games than he got points. That is facts. He did. But I've been seeing this a lot lately, even in the NBA. It's like, man, it's been a lot of tension with different teams. I think I seen a little bit tonight in the New York game and Philly game. Like, it's been a lot of like tension. I don't know if we getting close to the All-Star break, whatever the case may be, but it's been a lot of tension, scuffles happening, and it's like, is it the dog days of the NBA, or does something need to be done? Because I know they don't want another Malice in the Palace, and the way the tension is boiling up. It's like, man, what can the NBA do? Because it's happening more frequently now.
It stays.
Say it again.
I said it was staged, man. They trying to add so much attention, trying to add somebody to come and watch the game. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, you never had to get restrained like that, bro, to leave the court, man. So that's just a regular. That's just a nice, hard, common foul. Even that.
You can't. Even that.
I was saying, but I'm talking about from you put on the tapes from the 80s and the 90s.
Oh yeah.
That was just friendly fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like, it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where you guys got to react like that. I'm not sure where the tension's coming from. Maybe those guys didn't like each other in college. I have to go back and look and see, where that came from. But yeah, I don't.
Dude lost his mind. Like, look, he wasn't letting nobody. He was really mad. He was trying to go after Buddy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, come on, man, you're not even a star.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
So like you don't let your emotions take over for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I don't know.
And then Miles Bridges, he throws a punch, and here goes Stewart. He just come out of
They go
nowhere.
Stewart, right? They
Oh
go
yeah,
out of nowhere. Yeah.
he want the smoke. He's with all the smoke. I don't know if he's trying to bring back the bad boy Pistons back or whatever, but anytime there's a fight, please believe he's going to be around somewhere, somehow. But I just started laughing when I seen that, but it's been happening much more frequently, man. As far as the tension going on, Brian, you think it's staged or something going on in the NBA?
If it was maybe a different person involved, I might have agreed with him. But it's like we done seen Isaiah Stewart crash out a couple times.
Yes.
He even went at the King. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like the same thing. Like it took everybody to hold him back. So I think he is trying to embody that enforcer, bad boy Pistons role. But to come off the bench, he should have probably got a little more than 7 games. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I saw it right, but it's like he swung at Miles. Miles slipped it and dropped him, right? Like, or was that like some AI stuff I
Nah,
might have saw?
he swung and then he backed up.
Yeah, he
Okay.
backed up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think 7 might have been a little too light for him, just because you've done this before. If this was Rasheed Wallace, he probably got 30 games. You know what I mean? So
Or
I think
Draymond.
if you want this to stop or you want to curve it a little bit, the penalties need be a little more harsh. To affect these guys' pockets. They make enough money. Think twice before you run out there on this court. Like, especially Detroit, they might need to put something on the wall. Hey, we can't have this here. After the Malice in the Palace,
Right.
hey, we need a little more professionalism in our organization.
Yes, absolutely.
No, that's real. Like guys gotta, say it's hard, emotionally, you're in the heat of the battle. It's hard kind of tell guys to chill, but you gotta let it play out. You gotta let the assistant coaches and the refs and stuff handle that, to break it up and then resume back to playing basketball.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the next scuffle or what if Adam Silver will lay the hammer down, man, because like I say, it's happening more and more. I just seen a little scuffle tonight between New York and Philly, man.
And you know what you said too? You said it's happening more. This is like the first era of the drill babies. These the niggas grew up listening to Chief Keef, Bang Bang. They not playing.
He says the era.
Yeah, this the YNs in the NBA now, man.
Now that's what they listening to before the game.
Oh, for sure.
They got their headphones on.
Oh,
yeah. So they wait for the smoke.
Now you do need at least one knucklehead on the squad. You need one, you know what I'm saying? It's all you need one knucklehead on the squad. But
honestly, the NBA been kind of missing that too, though. At the same time, they have been missing just physicality. I mean, I ain't saying brawling, but where's the hard fouls at? Where's the? I ain't seen a flagrant foul in so long. I haven't seen it.
And they look
because
at everything.
I know a lot of guys looking at it like, man, I don't even want to do that because they gonna call flagrant too and all this and that. And like, nah, they like you said, bro, they not even doing it just to see if they can get away with it or just to let them know, like, hey, boy, you ain't coming in the paint.
You ain't coming in here. Yes, you're not coming in here. And the refs looking at everything now. We're going to the camera, see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant. Like, come on, some of this stuff is out of control, man. And and that's what happened tonight. The dude went after the ball, but he fouled him. But he went after the ball. It wasn't even a hard foul, but the dude fell, and the guy kind of stood over him, but not in a crazy way. He just stood there. And then Alvarado came in the dude's face and escalated the situation. That's what it be happening. Stuff be escalating when it don't need to be escalated. That's why stuff be happening like that. But if you just let the stuff play out and they go in their corners, but these players so emotional, they be escalating it when it don't need to be escalated. So, NBA,
but the NBA still watered down.
It is. And we know ain't nothing really gonna happen. Ain't nobody really fighting like that for real, man. Ain't nobody.
They won't even miss Isaiah for 7 games. They still got 2 months of basketball left. So
Yeah. So they ain't.
I think it was the middle of April. I think that's their last game. So yeah, he won't be missed.
Absolutely. Well, before we get up out of here, I do got a scripture. Not gonna be with y'all long today. James 1, 2, and 3. I came across this a couple days ago, man, and this scripture always messes with me, man, because it's easier said than done. But if you just look back at your life, you can relate to it. So this is the scripture. It says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kind, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." And this scripture always messes with me because it's basically saying, consider it pure joy when you go through stuff. When you in the middle of I see your face cry a little brighter. Like, yo, when you going through it, this scripture is telling you, like, yo, actually take it in and be, I won't say happy, but basically be joyful that you're going through it, because at the end of it, it's going to show that you persevered through it, and you got tested, but you persevered through it, and you're going to be better for it. And so it's hard to think like that when you actually going through something. But this is what the word says. Consider it pure joy when you go through trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And so but if I actually look back at my life and you look at some of the stuff that you've been through, you can look back and say, dang, I made it through that. I made it through this. I made it through that. And so it actually did. You got tested and you made it through. And so it did produce something out of you. Now, like I say, when you're going through it, you don't want to think of it like that. But then when you look back, you like, oh, snap, I did make it through that. And so that this scripture reigns true. So I just challenge anybody who might be going through something, or when you go through something, if you could think of the scripture and not look at it all the way negative all the time. And I think that steals away the enjoyment of the enemy. If the enemy, if you actually smiling or thinking of it in a positive light, that takes away the power of the enemy, thinking that he got you in a situation and he got you down. If you think of it in a different way, you take away that power. And like I say, it's easier said than done, because in the middle of it, you like, this is some BS. I ain't feeling it. But if you look at it in a different light, I think it can do something different for you. So that's the scripture. James 1, 2, and 3. Check it out when you get a chance. And hopefully when you go through something, you can look at it in a different light. Other than that, remember, always support the show, sponsorship, opportunity for businesses, promote the show. If you want to promote your business, we always have opportunity to do that. Send stars on Facebook, YouTube. Everybody that's watching, subscribe to the YouTube. Continue to follow us, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I got the black hoodie and the blue long sleeve on today. So yes, Allen Powell's merch is always ready to get shipped. So if you like the show, you want to support the show, message me. We ship long distance. Other than that, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, have you seen the new Super Bowl logo for next year? Can you pull that up? Do you have it?
I do not have it ready right now. Okay. No, but I did see it.
All right. So they know how they speculate that they already predetermined the colors of the teams and whatnot. So we got a little orange in there. You know what I'm talking about?
I did see that. they said Miami and Chicago. And then they had some stats that was like, 20 years ago, the Eagles lost in 2004. They won in 2024. Another team lost in 2005. They won in 2025. And
I seen that. I seen that.
I was like,
it was like the Eagles lost, the Seahawks lost, and then the Bears lost, and then now the Eagles won, the Seahawks won, and then now 2027.
That's what they doing, bro. They be finding stuff all over the place, man. It's hilarious.
Crazy.
So, but other than that, man, hey, appreciate y'all, brothers, man.
All right, appreciate you.
Out of here. See y'all next week. We out.
All right, peace.
We lock and load, Allen Powell.